Hi, on today's episode of Josie's World, Philip and I, our property manager, are going to be answering some of the most frequent phone calls that we get, which we at the sanctuary like to call wildlife calls. We get a number of calls daily about different interactions with wildlife, and we want to just clarify the best move and actions to take when dealing with these situations. Josie the World!
Oh hey, I didn't see you there.
Josie the World!
Smells like nature.
Josie the World!
Now that's cool.
Josie the World!
Josie's World at Felix Neck Wildlife Sanctuary, brought to you by Mass Audubon Felix Neck.
Our first question comes from Cheryl of Aquina. Cheryl was out in the woods taking a walk and noticed a baby bird nest dumped on the ground with the baby birds spread everywhere. She was wondering what she should do.
Well, first you look to see where the nest could have fallen from, and then you would pick the nest up, put it elevated so that nothing can eat the baby birds, and put the baby birds back in the nest. It's a myth that our smell will make the parents not accept baby birds. Birds really don't smell too well. And the parents will hear the baby birds chirping and come and start feeding them again.
Well, that's great advice. Our next question comes from Randall of Edgartown. Randall was working in his garden and accidentally raked up a nest of baby bunnies. He was concerned about what to do next.
Well, you should just leave the baby bunnies where they are.
Well, Randall mentioned that he actually took them inside because he didn't see Mom around and was wondering what he should feed them.
Well, first Randall should know that if you take them inside, how is the mother going to find them? Right? And second, nothing you have can substitute what the mother feeds the baby bunnies.
What do mom bunnies feed baby bunnies, Philip?
Rabbit milk. So your cow milk or your almond milk or whatever type of milk you have is not what bunnies need to get sustenance. They need their mother's milk, just like almost every creature
That makes
is
a
a
lot
mammal.
of sense. A lot of sense. All right. Well, Randall, hope that answers that question for you. Our next question was sent in by Bertha from Chilmark. Bertha was out walking the shores of Squibnocket Beach when she spotted a seal. Bertha was out walking her dog and noted that the seal seemed totally freaked out. She was concerned that the seal was out of water and was wondering what we could do to help this seal.
Well, did Bertha have her dog on a leash? So, there's an animal that a seal doesn't have any contact with very close to it. So the seal is agitated. Seals are mammals. They breathe air just like we do. So they do pull themselves up onto beaches quite frequently, and this is normal behavior. The abnormal part of this situation is the dog. So if you keep your dog on a leash and away from the seals on the beach, there shouldn't be a problem at all. And don't try to interact with the seal because they have very large, sharp teeth. They can bite your finger off.
That wouldn't be good. So, lesson learned, folks. Keep your dog on a leash, keep it away from wildlife, and do remember that seals are mammals, so they're allowed to be out of the water, although they do enjoy playing in the waves. Great advice, Philip. Another good question. All right, looks like we've got another question just in, hot off the press, from Charles from West Tisbury. Now, Charles was also at a beach in West Tisbury, Lambert's Cove, and found an injured bird. He was wondering what he should do. What might be some things you'd guide Charles through to help determine whether this bird is injured and what we could do?
Well, first I'd ask Charles, why do you think the bird is injured? And what would Charles say?
He clarifies here that the bird is just hobbling along the shore. line.
Well, then I'd ask Charles to describe the bird because some birds cannot walk very well on land. They swim in the water.
And it does sound like he is describing one of those birds, the dovekie.
Very good. Then what you do is leave it alone. If it got out that far, it can usually get back that far. And it might look torturous, but it's going to make it.
Another great advice from Phil Punsiker. Man, you're winning them today.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Looks like we're getting a phone call right now. Hello, Felix Neck Wildlife Sanctuary. This is Josie speaking. It's for you.
All right. Hello. This is Philip, the property manager. How can I help you? Oh, well, let me ask Josie. She's really good with the animal questions. Hold on. So Josie, this person just came back to their summer house and there's a bat flying around in it. And they were wondering what to do.
Great question. Well, you can tell her
Put her on speakerphone.
Put her on speaker. Hello, ma'am. Well, bats are amazing creatures. They're pollinators, and they help control the mosquito population. So first off, you want to thank the little bat for doing its bat thing.
Definitely.
Next, I would open up all your doors and windows, make sure your screens are removed, and either wait until nightfall for the bat to become active and fly out, then boarding back up the house, or if you want the bat out sooner, you could gently coerce the bat toward an open window or door to let the bat fly out. Do remember these animals are nocturnal, so it might not be that active this time of day, but the bat will definitely head out looking for food at night, and then you can close and seal your house back up, and you'll be bat free.
That is some sound advice.
Thanks.
Yes.
And thank you. Thanks so much for watching this very informative episode of Josie's World. Big thanks to Phil Punsiker, who wants to encourage you all to come take a visit of Felix Neck and check out the 250 acres of land that he manages. Because someone's got to do it.
It's me.
It's him.
It's me.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Then just disappear behind the thing.